All right, this is all new subject. Target, the department store. A woke stock looking for a bottom. Just look at this chart. The last month, as all this stuff has come to light, the stock is cratering. And it's got all this lefty political nonsense. Stock's down 15% in the last month, should be down much more. You're not going to believe what they're saying. We've got Liz Peek, syndicated columnist, Fox News contributor, DeRoy Murdoch, senior fellow of London Center for Policy Research and Fox News contributor. Welcome back, kids. This is really bad. Target, okay, so they're giving money. They have a foundation, Target, and their foundation gives money to various groups. These groups want to shut down and level Mount Rushmore. This is the international symbol of white supremacy. They're giving money to that group. Demilitarize the violent U.S. military. This is for Target that claims it's helping out for veterans.
Yeah.
Then they had another group, the destruction of Israel's Jewish character, the Palestinian law of return. They love that. Parents must teach specifically white children about systemic racism and to understand color. Really? This is Target, the department store? And this is all guilt because of the George Floyd issue in Minneapolis a couple years ago? Lee, here, DeRoy, you start.
Okay. Yeah, this sounds like the Oberlin Faculty Lounge, not a department store. And that graph is amazing, by the way. I think I've skied on more gentle curves than that one. Down, down, down it goes. What I wonder here is, where's the adult supervision? Where is the CEO who's going to walk into the human resources department or the PR department, whatever, and say, this is ridiculous, this is nonsense, we're going to sell products, we're going to sell services, we're out of the politics business. Part of this is pressure from companies like BlackRock and Vanguard and these other folks who have all these wokeness ratings. I really want to see a group of CEOs get up and say, this is done, we're finished with this, we're going to run our companies, we're going to sell our products as we did before. If you want to do politics, give to the DNC, give to the RNC, we're out of this business. And I'm waiting for some adult CEO to get up and say it that way.
But, Liz, Target CEO Brian Cornell discussed Target's DEI strategy on CBS Mornings back in September 22, a year ago. He says Target's diversity strategy is good for business. The thing we've done from a DE&I standpoint is it's adding value. It's helping to drive sales. It's building greater engagement with both our teams and our guests. This is after they had this little problem with certain transgender bathing suits, which were in the front, and then they had to put them in the back. This guy's off the rails, and their senior executives all chime in.
Yeah, so companies like Target are literally being held hostage by young, woke employees. That is what I hear from CEOs. These are the people who are forcing this kind of nonsense. But Larry, I would remind everybody that that is not their money to hand out to these groups. This is shareholder money. So even though they filter it through a foundation, it is still shareholder money. And the only reason that they are protected from shareholder backlash is just what DeRoy's talking about, the fact that so many people who are voting your shares, people like ISS and BlackRock and so forth, are basically totally in tune with this. But here's great news. We now have Anheuser-Busch on the skids because of something they did which Americans did not like. Target is now really hurting because they did something that people don't like, not just transgender-friendly clothing, but things targeting children. I think that is the last straw. People will not stand for that.
That's right.
So, by the way, on this whole issue of what they're giving money to, companies have to take a step back and look at what this money is doing. In the George Floyd period, companies, banks, pledged billions of dollars to organizations that they felt might help racial problems. Well, they don't really even know what they gave money to, and this is a very good example of that.
DeRoy, I just think the anti-Israel part of this blows me. So Target is located in Minneapolis, which has an active Jewish population. Sure. Minneapolis used to be a good place for business and CEOs. They used to have a lot of
still burned down.
Fortune 500 type companies. So this gets at Jewish people won't shop there and shouldn't shop there. Let them.
Why should they?
I mean, why should they give the shareholders' money, as Liz correctly says, to these This has nothing to do with George Floyd and that I will call unfortunate incident. Okay, nothing to do with it.
No, absolutely. And Liz is right about this. Milton Friedman said years ago, this is shareholder money. This is not the CEO's money or the the HR department's money.
But where's this guy's judgment? This guy Cornell,
terrible, awful,
he's the CEO,
terrible judgment.
And he's defending this.
Terrible
thing.
judgment.
And he hasn't said a word recently.
And the best way to do is follow the great advice of the late great Milton Friedman. Say, look, this isn't our money; it's shareholder money. We're going to pay our dividends. If you want to raise money, talk to our shareholders, send them solicitations.
He should resign.
And he should quit.
Be forced
and stop giving
quit.
this money away. Just give it to shareholders. Let shareholders give as they wish.
Has got to make a statement, I think.
This
is
is
get
profoundly
out there.
anti-American.
This was an investigative article by Fox Digital. It's a hell of a good article.
That's it.
Hannah Grossman put this together.
She did her job, and the CEO did not.
That's right. That's exactly right. The guy should be punted out.
Oh, gone.
Good.
Yeah.
Good for them. I hope the stock falls. I don't know. Is it in the S&P index?
Down.
Probably.
I'll have to check.
Yeah,
anyway, we're going to switch gears. I'm just thinking of the Cuddle Trust.